That is correct. The heat is on right here in beautiful, sunny, hot Arizona. And I'm your host, Jason Grandin. Hope you guys are doing great. Now, you're probably looking, you're like, okay, wait a second. What is Jason up to today? For those of you that are just listening to the podcast, the Lockbox presented by the Grandin Group, you don't see me. But for those of you that are watching the video podcast, you see me. And yes, I look good in the cowboy hat. I needed to wear this today for a specific reason. First of all, brand new season. We're back, the podcast. I want to thank you guys for making us Arizona's #1 lifestyle and real estate podcast. It means the world. It's great. So welcome back. This is not beer. It's seltzer water, and they've got all these different flavors. We'll get into that later because these are great summer refreshments. So right now, you see me with the cowboy hat on, and let me tell you why we're doing this. So first of all, welcome back to the Lockbox. Today, we are talking about something I absolutely love, Arizona lifestyle. Because the truth is, people don't move to Arizona just because of the house or family, this and that. They move here because of how they want to live. It is absolutely amazing. They're looking for a feeling. They're looking for community. They're looking for sunsets, mountain views, golf course, space, neighbors who know their names, and places that feel like home. And today we're going to have a little fun putting, I'm going to put 3 in there, and I'll tell you why, but I'm going to put 3 Arizona communities head to head. So fortunately this summer, we've been very, very busy. And let me take this hat off here so I work a little better without it. So hope you guys are doing good. Yes, and I did cut the hair. We're going to talk about 3 communities. So fortunately, the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, have been very busy this summer. And we've been all over the state. Besides handling our offices up north in Prescott and Flagstaff, we've been very, very fortunate to be out in Gold Canyon Ranch, which is out just right around like East Mesa, Apache Junction area. And now, you know, I live up in Cave Creek and Carefree area. So I wanted to combine these 3. This got me thinking. So recently, we put under contract a beautiful, absolutely beautiful house, 5,300 square feet, the side of the hill in Gold Canyon Ranch. And you went up there, it was up on the mountainside, and it had easily 200-degree views. I mean, absolutely beautiful. The community was fantastic. Golf course community. I mean, definitely a drive out there from Cave Creek, but 15, 20 minutes to Chandler, Gilbert, plus the amount of growth that is going on in Mesa with the data centers and all the stores and restaurants, gem. So we're going to have a little fun today. We're going to compare. We're not even going to compare. We're just going to put them head to head because I think some of you will catch on to this. Cave Creek, Carefree, and Gold Canyon Ranch. So Northeast Valley or way east. So now, before anybody gets mad at me, this isn't about which one is better. It's about which one fits your lifestyle because Arizona has a personality for everyone. Okay? So why Arizona communities are so different. See, the one thing I love about Arizona is that within an hour, you're in a completely different world. If you're living in Scottsdale and you drive an hour south, you're in Queen Creek, totally different personality. You drive an hour north from Scottsdale, you're in Prescott. 2 hours, you're in Flagstaff, 80-degree weather, pines. You don't even know what's going on because there's nothing there. So Metro Phoenix is not one market. And that's one thing that's really important for people to understand. It's hundreds and hundreds of different lifestyles. Now, podcast generally focuses more Phoenix metropolitan just because, let's face it, that's where more of the people are moving. Although Prescott's been great, but every single community and area has a different personality. So you can buy a home in master plan community, kind of like the one I live in, a golf course community, a horse property, a custom desert estate, or a mountain view retreat. Doesn't matter. You can get whatever you want, wherever you want. The mistake people make is searching for homes before they understand the lifestyle. And that has been one of the things that's made the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, kind of stand above everybody else, is when you call and you're like, listen, I want to buy a house. Okay, what's your lifestyle? In fact, right before I got on this podcast, I had a lady call on a rental, and she wanted a specific area, and I started asking her questions. What's your lifestyle? What do you like to do? And she's like, I'm trying to just get a rental. And I'm like, I understand that. And then by the time we were done, she had a totally different attitude. She's like, oh my God, yeah, I've got kids and I've got to be out doing this and this and this. So we want to just let you know what the personalities are of each different areas. Now, growing up in Arizona, especially since I'm a native, my sister and I, we grew up in the horse world. So I learned early that where you live says a lot about who you are. Some people want sidewalks and coffee shops. Some people want a few acres and room for horses. Some people want a golf course. Maybe they never even touched a golf club in their life, but they want a golf course outside their back door. That's what makes Arizona special. Okay, by now you're like, okay, Jason, get to the point. This is about Cave Creek, Carefree, and this place called Gold Canyon. Now, you're going to look up Gold Canyon tonight, and trust me when I tell you, you're going to be like, geez, it's out there, but you're going to love it. Let's start with Cave Creek, where the West is, well, it's still alive here. So I kind of consider Cave Creek kind of like Scottsdale used to be the most western town. They've kind of dropped that a little bit, but Cave Creek kind of has the cowboy soul of Arizona. Cave Creek, and we're talking in town, has a personality unlike anywhere else in the valley. It still has a western spirit. You'll see horses, desert trails, acreages, local restaurants, western events, rodeos. The parades are awesome. And you're going to see people who value independence. Cave Creek is one of those places you can pull into a restaurant wearing boots, jeans, and a hat, and nobody thinks twice. One of the great things about Cave Creek is that, you can have a track home or you can have a custom home. You can have a horse property. Although, let me have a little side note here. Cave Creek has made some changes, and if you are thinking about buying a horse property, make sure you reach out to us because some of the zoning rules have changed, and because this place was a horse property 6 months ago, it might not be now. And there are specific rules on certain properties here, so you got to be careful. But you can also get larger lots, desert views for sure, and you get quiet neighborhoods. So the buyer who falls in love with Cave Creek usually aren't looking for the cookie cutter. They're looking for character. So that's what makes Cave Creek great. I love it. That's where I live. Now, our next door neighbor is Carefree, Arizona. Carefree is a desert luxury without the flash. It's quiet Arizona elegance is what we'll call it. So Cave Creek, and then I'm literally, it connects. You don't even know you're in Carefree. So Carefree is one of those communities that people discover and immediately understand. It's refined, peaceful, and very, very unique. The architecture blends more with the desert. Mountain views are absolutely incredible. I mean, there's nothing like going in your backyard. The house blends in with the mountain, and then your pool's there, and it just is all desert. It's beautiful. There's also a very big appreciation for art, landscape, and quality in Carefree. And so trying to explain without sounding like a snob's tough, but when you come out here, you'll definitely understand it. Hey, what are you guys doing tonight? Oh, we're going over to Keeler's in Carefree Steakhouse. And it's just, there's a huge appreciation for the art and the landscape and the quality. Custom homes are amazing. The neighborhoods aren't like what you think. So you might go down a street and it's all different custom homes and stuff, but they're very upscale neighborhoods. And like I said, the architecture fits the desert. A lot of privacy. People do value their privacy and views. And let me tell you, there's a ton of celebrities that live here. You'll never guess it, but when you're cruising through Carefree, you're like, oh, so-and-so lives there. People like just fitting in. Carefree is where someone says, I want luxury, but I don't need everyone to know I have luxury. Kind of think it like that. So usually on the real estate side of stuff, people that come to Carefree are kind of looking for their forever home or a very luxurious second home. They definitely want tranquility, and they want Arizona beauty outside their window every morning. They don't care about the coyotes coming out, the javelina and stuff. This is what they want. This is what makes Carefree really special. So what prompted me to do this podcast on this is this next part. Gold Canyon Ranch. This is a hidden gem of the East Valley. This is where the desert meets the Superstition Mountains. After hanging out there, and I've known about Gold Canyon for years and never really pushed it. And honestly, I'm going to start pushing it now. I'm going to start really promoting it because hanging out down there just gave me a totally different perspective. Gold Canyon is one of Arizona's best kept secrets. Many people know Scottsdale, but they haven't discovered Gold Canyon yet. And let me tell you, the views of the Superstition Mountains are incredible, absolutely beautiful. In fact, half the time you'll be sitting out there looking at the Superstition, just kind of glazing out to it. And you'll be like, wait a second, is that a movie set? Because I'm telling you, it looks just like a movie set. Imagine waking up every morning and looking into one of the most iconic mountain ranges in the Southwest. That is Gold Canyon. Also, somebody kind of compared it like this. If you're doing Gold Canyon's kind of like the place you live if you want the resort living every day. I mean, it is manicured, it's decked out, it's just nice pace of life consistently every day. Same thing. You're not going to get a lot of commercial places out there unless you drive up the road. So it's very mom and pop. In fact, many of you will look at the map and say, hey, the Renaissance Festival is right up the road. Yes, it is. But I'll tell you what, when you take that little road off to the side of the mountain there, it's a different world. The golf lifestyle is absolutely out of this world. Hiking is incredible. Outdoor living, peace and quiet, amazing. Desert scenery is unheard of. It is nothing like you've ever seen. So you'll wake up every morning, you're going to see, you've got to want to see that every morning. You're going to say, wow, Superstition Mountains are right there. Check out the Superstition Mountains and look up some of the history. It's awesome. So this is kind of the debate. So all three are great. And trust me, I love all three. So let's have the fun debate here. Who wins? Well, you got to kind of ask yourself. If you're a cowboy at heart, you might be thinking about Cave Creek. Maybe you're driving the Corvette, but you just like that cowboy lifestyle. Cave Creek could be your answer. If you want refined desert luxury, very high-end, artistic, but you still want that Southwest feeling, Carefree without a doubt. But if you want mountain views, serenity, day in and day out, Gold Canyon Ranch is your winner. But here's the thing, there is no winner. The winner is in the person who finds a place that matches the way they want to live. So, in closing, on this little debate. It's fun. And I know I'm going to get a couple calls on it, and I love it. And you know what? Gold Canyon, Carefree, Cave Creek, love you. It's why we love Arizona, even when it's 115 outside. So this is what we do at the Grandin Group. We don't just help people buy houses. Anyone can open a door, but we help people find where they want to belong. Because a home is more than square footage, it's where your memories happen. It's where your family gathers. It's where your story is written. Arizona has incredible places. There's no doubt about it. But these three communities are proof that there is something for everyone. So call me up. Let me send you some information. Hey, and this actually prompted me to change our website up a little bit. We're going to go away from the traditional websites of, hey, let's go on a website and look at a house. We're going to start answering every single question you have. I get tons of questions on, hey, why should I move to Scottsdale? Why should I move to Cave Creek? Those answers are going to be in there, and it's going to be similar to what we're talking about today. Arizona is an incredible place to live, and there is something for everybody. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for joining me on our new season of The Lockbox, brought to you by the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Our broker is My Home Group, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hey, share it with somebody who's thinking about moving to Arizona, or someone who just wants to understand why we love this place so much. It's really, really great. Again, I'm Jason Grandin. This is The Lockbox. Guys, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media stuff. And then, you know what? Just pick up the phone and call. We're here for you. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.